Today on Stu's cookery class, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make amazing, fresh, homemade scones. So first, I'm going to start off by adding 1 pound of plain flour into a bowl. I'm then going to add in an ounce of baking powder, 2 ounces of sugar, and we're going to just roughly mix that together. Then going to add in my butter. We've got 4 ounces of that, and we're just going to rub this together until it forms a breadcrumb-like mix, and it's really nice and fine. And we're just going to keep working this and working it. If you have a stand mixer, that would be really helpful, and it'll make this go much quicker. But now you can see mine's really nice and fine there. I'm going to crack my egg into my 1/4 pint of milk. We're then going to mix that together and pour that straight into our bowl. You don't need to make a well in the centre, it doesn't really make too much difference. I'm now mixing this together just with a knife, and this is only so that I don't make a bit of a mess of my hands and get all sticky and horrible. And once it starts to form a little more, I get my hand in and bring it together in the bowl. Once it starts to form or resemble a dough, I'm going to tip it out of the bowl and then work it on the surface until all of the floury bits are worked in and it's no longer crumbly. We want to be careful at this point not to overwork it, because the more you work it, you can end up making it slightly tough. I've now got mine relatively smooth. I'm just sprinkling over some flour on the top and the bottom so that when I cut it out it doesn't stick. And I'm going to roll this out to about 2 centimetres thick. It's not a very good shot of the ruler here on the camera, but it is around 2 centimetres. Now I'm just using a glass to cut these out because I don't have any round cutters, and I'm having to let the air out as I go here, which is a little awkward, but it works just fine. If you have a round cutter, it'll be a bit easier. I'm just going to work my way through, cutting out as many of these as I can. Now the more times you rework this dough, it is going to get slightly tougher each time. It's not a huge problem though, it doesn't make a massive difference, so I'm just going to get as many scones out of this batch as I can. Now here I've just cracked an egg into a pot and whisked it up, and I'm just going to brush my scones with this egg mix and then sprinkle some demerera sugar over the top. This just adds a bit of extra flavour and makes them look a bit nicer. These are then going to go straight in the oven on 160 for about 12 to 15 minutes, and they should come out lovely and golden, not crispy on the outside but nice and firm and soft in the middle. The best way to check them is to just crack them open and have a taste. I like mine with jam and tons of clotted cream. If you like this video, then hit that button, and if you really liked it, consider subscribing, and why not check out some of my other videos.